Yo, what's good? Observe. Don't be too much on yourself. Um, yeah. Sorry, I was talking to my phone. But anyways, yeah. What's up? Um, just improvise. That's the right word. I'm saying it right. No, I'm not. I don't care. Anyways, long story short, just pay attention to the site setup. Don't think too hard about it, but I would explain nibble jibbles in between. But I'm gonna rant as I have it in the background. Mm. There's a video I'm gonna post later on. No promises, which I should, have in the future. But there's a video I will be posting later that's gonna be about something not really like a nitpick, but worse. Can't really name it. It's how to separate ranked players from actual pros. Long story short, the video is going to be about, I'm going to be explaining how once you play against like a 5 stack, for example, and then all of a sudden you figure out these guys are pros, you get out of that rank stance mode, you know? And I'm going to be saying names that, like I always do, But I'm going to actually give my information, and I'm going to say some names that, I genuinely like or like been seen before, But long story short, it's just really about how is the pro league changed to siege, Because you would say, hey, certain games listen to pro league players and they change their games. And this is not another save siege video. No, but this is just like the geometry, I would say, about it. If I'm using the word right or saying the right wording to make it seem like it's like that, But bear with me. You would realize the game doesn't revolve around no one or anything, just on what the people who put it out there want, So basically, it's like they don't care about us. But it's not to say they don't care about us or even care about our opinions. It's the fact that they don't care enough, It's like someone being your friend and then he's saying that, I got your back through anything, You tell them one struggle, they got you. Tell them 2 struggles, they got you. You tell them 3, it's a no-go. But maybe that last struggle was that person's breakthrough, It could be 2, it could be 1, you never know. But you being a true friend on saying that what you said, you never know when that time's going to be actually shown at you. Say, hey, if you're a really true friend, take me in. And you don't, everything goes left, But point is, you wouldn't want to self-contradict and jeopardize yourself when it comes to saying a game is bad. Because if it's bad, don't play it. Well, you look like a shithead playing the game that you call you call bad, And I say this too because they say people like content creators don't contribute to the world. That's their living, They should be complaining more than the people who just play for fun, You just playing. I mean, I wouldn't really disrespect like Sunday tourneys or like roller tourneys, because not only because stop them, just the fact that I do respect that as a console player because I never heard of bitches before. I never heard of a tourney that's on console and it had its own name for it. Never heard about it, So just seeing that and him coming from that and being the player he is now and person he is now, I gotta respect it. So I'm not gonna talk to him about that. But anyways, yeah, I see that. But now when it comes to playing rank, people always assume cheating because the player or the current players aren't playing at a ranked state, It's like they're not even aware. They're damn near like just blinking and just knowing where everything's at, Like a one-time blink of a scan, Blink once, you see everything. Boom, But it doesn't really seem like that. It just seems like the pro players know what they're doing because they've been here long enough, 1. And then 2, pro players, they have I'm not gonna lie, I think aura does exist in like pro players. I'm not saying because it's Siege, but in general, like when you say aura, I feel like those stand thick and thin when it comes to pro players, bro. That shit is crazy. But yeah, you would change your whole setup, your whole mindset only because 4 or 5 players are playing at a pro league state. So you're saying rank is not the game we're playing right now. We're playing a fucking pro league game. You know? So doing all these rank tricks won't help you. And I just to say that too, because then again, I have a future video coming up. I will be talking about that more deeply, I should say. Because it's like these players are actually good, and then, me getting back, from a little drought from YouTube, I watched a ooziie video yesterday, and I have a couple clips from that video, and it's like, it's, and I would say this, it's crazy, it's crazy how no one has never said it, but like, if, niggas see my shit, I say his name a lot. Niggas like, you never views. Shut the fuck up, bro. I'm not that type of nigga, first of all. Second of all, that nigga, I genuinely watch that nigga. So it's like, I can say, it's not really feeding off his name, it's giving his flowers, And, once someone opened their door, they would see all these flowers on their doorstep, and they knew who it was from, That's all it is. It's not being greedy because they're all genuine, though, you know what I'm saying? But that was a weird analogy, but that's the good thing got out of my head. But anyways, yeah. Long story short is like, bro, like, I watched a 5-month video. I think it was a speed run with Bolo 5 months ago. I think Bolo and some other people. Just by voices, I heard Bolo. Watching him play that was more stressful. I would rather watch him not do that and then play that. Why? Because, bro, like, he wasn't chalked. It was just like, you can see his face expression, bro. Like, I'm gonna be real right here. If you watch his face expression, bro, it's like he's not sick of the team. It's just the fact that he's not used to this, like, algorithm, bro. Like, but not to say that he's not used to it, because then again, he's been in the pro field before. Not saying that, but it's like, I feel like with his mindset, he wants everyone. Not saying it's a bad thing, because I think the same way too. So that kind of says him. I ain't gonna lie. I think the same way. At a certain rank or a level, I would want everyone not to think the same, but just to think enough that we're covering each other's back. Like, for example, I'm not if I know. That's kind of tricky for myself to train myself. You would say Oregon downstairs basement. You would say, hey, someone's T1. Okay. Now, for you hearing T1, you know what T1 is at. You would ask yourself, how can I benefit my teammate, not myself? Why? Because I'm already doing a task, So you doing that task of a call out, someone's T1, you have to think 2 plays at one at hand. That's hard enough as a player, Someone's T1, okay, if I get this kill or not, how can I benefit off my team? Or benefit off myself to help my teammates. If you tag them, you call that tag. You just benefit off that player. You just help your teammate out to refrag you. He's low enough to take less shots. You killed him. You took less stress off yourself and way more off your teammate, because you know why? Because what if you died and it was a clutch scenario? You died. Now your backup has to take less attention off his first choice and put it on the second choice, which is double the fact that he has to double focus on the second frag that you just got killed off the first frag. If he dies, he's the second frag, and then he has to put less focus on the first play he had just for you to die and not clutch up. That's where everything goes to shit. The complain game. And this, yes, I got all of this from watching ooziie, bro. Because nothing's a bad person, like he's a bad player, pause. It's like, this guy thinks just like me. And to bring and stop him, he don't think just like me, but it's his play style where like he takes everything so unserious until it comes like to approach, But like if it's like ahead of time, bro, he's getting the job done. I guarantee you that. Shout out, stop him. But anyways, it's like, you would want to be in the mindset of that player on like, why the fuck do you do this? Sorry, YouTube. It's like, why do you do this? But hey, then again, when you separate pro players from ranked players, there's a huge difference because you would see the demeanor they have for the game. Not even that. That's just some like level based one shit. You would see how they approach you, and that is not even like the best way I can say it. That's the only way I can say it. I'll tell you this: how can you separate a pro league player from a ranked player? Answer that for yourself. And I'll say my answer. My answer is to how to separate them is patience. Real deal patience. And I believe on why pro players get the most allegations better than solo queue players or who just generally cheat is because their callouts are so precise. I just literally watched Fett. I give you the video 1 hour ago. Fett and Bolo picked up by a pro league team for 24 hours. Literally playing theme park. He's literally yellow pinging striker as he's going. And he's giving him every position. And that player would probably assume Bolo is cheating. Because Fett's giving him AQ callouts. You know? And because they communicate. It's patient. They communicate. You know? So how can you separate the top champ solo queue ranked player or a ranked stack versus pros? They have patience. I don't care how champ you are. If a pro player is beating you, it's with his patience. He's cooking you, bro. Because he's going to intimidate you off how slow he is versus how unsteady and how unpaced you are. You're going to fuck up every single time. And he's going to keep killing you every single time. And that's just coming from a silver player who just top 2-time plat. You know? I'm being humble right now. And that's just watching people. Like I said, bro, y'all niggas need to watch fucking Pengu. Not Pengu, Pace Bull. Shout out Pengu, yeah. Pace Bull, bro. Watch your Pace Bull, bro. I'm telling you, bro. Watch that nigga. But it's like, bro, you would not want to sit here and argue with me. Impossible. There's a bunch of solo queue players that became champs, so that means they're bad as regular solo champs. No, nigga. It's just the fact that they succeeded into a dream. That solo rank player is a solo rank player. And back to what I said, don't jeopardize or self-contradict yourself. Because why? You should not be complaining about the game if it doesn't contribute to you or if you don't contribute to it. As a regular top champ rank player, he does not contribute to the game. He doesn't. Miners are just buying skins and the pro league skins. He doesn't contribute. He doesn't add revenue to the game. He doesn't, you know, he makes stream, but like he doesn't add actual revenue to the game, you know. And I ain't gonna lie, that might rub off wrong to some niggas. Then again, long story short, I don't care. But guess what? I think about y'all. Shout out all my small streamers. That's what it is, though. You know what I'm saying? Y'all playing Siege, play Siege. I'm not saying this for y'all. Y'all trying. The nigga behind you ain't trying. He just streams once a day, and he may have an excuse of why he does once a day. Nigga, if you do once a day, nigga, do it once a day, every day. You stream one day every day. How about that? You know, but you know, then yeah, that's what I thought. You know, you don't want it that bad, but it's really not about who I said like ooziie do, but it's about streaming. You know, it's about the content people put out there. You know, and that goes a long way from the actual Siege video that I was gonna plan to talk about. But yes, it's gonna be about how pro leagues and rank stack players, they just can't compete. They wouldn't compete. Like, they're probably, you know, let's do like BO5, you know? Let's do that. Fuck a BO3. That's too little. BO5, you know? Because with a BO3, it's too much animosity and energy being held because you have limited time. No, BO5. BO5. Get your best pro league. Get your Get your pro league and get your 5 stack. Get your 5 stack. And this needs to be an interesting video. Cause I'm not doing it. Somebody do it. Do that. And come back to me and say this shit is fire. Because bro, they wouldn't compete. Like I said, Fett is on the cameras. I swear you not. This striker swore Bolo was cheating because he knew exactly where he was at every second. He even knew that he turned around. And he probably watched Kill Cam seeing Bolo turn around as soon as he was facing him. Bro, it's Cam. And it's the small things that matter. You know why pros are better than like any rank pro, not pro, any rank stack or whatever small whatever player you are. Cameras. They look at the cameras. Look at your cameras. Shoot your default cams, because you would swear someone's cheating only because they're literally watching you. Come on, bro. Look at your cameras, bro. I can see you. You've been playing this game since level 50. Your first time playing rank, nigga. The cameras. You've been here long enough. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, like always, have fun. GG.